mentor, that sports mentor, I met somebody, man. I don't know if she's gotten in touch with you yet, but I had a situation, bro. I had to let her get in touch with you. You know what
Looks like the border, my sir, my lover. Looks like the border, my sir, my lover.
Let me tell you what you do. Long hair, short mini skirt, way up backstage at a gospel concert. Oh my God, I gotta still live. You know what I'm saying? You know I couldn't flirt. Besides, she's my girl. This girl is just at least she's hurt. High heels, dressed so cute. When she looked in my eyes, she gave me chills. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The Lord is good, and all the time. It's good, and that's His nature. Wow, amen. Alright, I've come with a piece of poetry, and it's titled Power Hungry. The reason I'm performing this piece is because I want you guys to know we're in a season where God wants us to get closer to Him. Don't trust everybody else in church, because not everyone comes to church for church. And my kids and I get on there with they see your potential, they know what you can do for the kingdom of God, they know the impact that you have, and they've been sent on a specific mission to serve you. So I took away the Yamada and the Tigana. So basically that's the whole reason that I want to perform this piece. And I just want to say, okay, for the person that I met, because I met that person in church, here on campus, and I know where it's at, the team. And I just want you guys to hear I'll forever be on the battlefield, fighting the Lord's battles, and I know I'm not going to die on the battlefield. I know the day God calls me home, He'll find me on the battlefield. But maybe if God allows me to die on the battlefield, I would rather die here than back off because people like you want to stop us from impacting this nation for God. So the whole missionary sent to stop me, go tell your master that the day you and your master get into heaven, enter the Holy of Holies, pull God out of His throne and sit on it. The day the 4 and 20 elders bow before you and your master, that's the day you're going to defeat and stop me. I advise you to go redo your training. So power hungry, ladies and gentlemen. I had traveled away from home, sent on a specific errand, on the pursuit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, sponsored to master the basics of my profession, and so returning with an order. It was my intention. Passage of time introduced me to a new world altogether. Sunrise and sunset made the campus narrow, bringing us all together. New friends being made in the process, a byproduct of the pursuing process, producing a profession of being the main aim and end product of the flipping pages process. However, this isn't a story about me or my profession, but rather someone I met on my errands, a professional. This time around, my brother would agree she was more than an alternative. God was silent, but if he had spoken, he would have said no, my ears being attentive. The blue sky fled her presence, since she was accompanied by clouds that were angry. This time around, she was, but power hungry. I wasn't searching for it, but honestly, I had lost my mind the day I first saw her. Trust me when I say she was lovely to behold. Mwalabu is living proof. Yet unlike David, at the time I saw her, I wasn't on the roof. And unlike Bathsheba, she was fully dressed. At the time my eyes made hers. She brought me at a crossroads the day she crossed my path. Honestly, I almost lost my way in 2 cars. I had to find out why I got so attracted. The power of her attraction left me in a puzzle. In my sage, I discovered something more than just a missing piece to the puzzle. In quest of reasons, wondering why she seemed so strong as to put down my entire defense system. God opened my eyes and I knew what I saw was more than just a daydream. I knew she was up to something I had to figure out in the speed rain. Then I learned that when the opportunity was given, she quickly grabbed it by the wings. Her name being the song that everybody sings on her quest for higher ranking. She was more than ready to pursue an innocent soul. Perhaps not so innocent in her camp for looking at him. Enemies, all they saw, always standing in their way, proclaiming Christ Jesus, the name they hated most. And so when the request was made, whom shall we send? She quickly gave a positive response. Being aware of the reward success would attract, she was more than ready to be used to attract, to attack. She's a girl when it comes to the now, knowing how best to lay waste of all now's enemies, heaping them all in a pile. She was more than qualified for this post, more than prepared to bring back what was lost. victory. Victory in their camp is what was needed most. With the bow in her heart, she couldn't do otherwise but kick it right through the goalpost. She was more than ready to bear the mission's cost. I guess Balaam couldn't shout again, and so she had to arise, the daughter of the Moabites and Midianites, going against the grain, ready to entice God's child towards worldly interests and pleasures, inflaming his inblood lust, enhancing sin's pressures, knowing he couldn't be hurt by any enchantment, but by worldly interests and pleasures being the source of his enticement. This wasn't another play, yet she decided to put on her most beloved costume. We happened to be serving together in my master's house the day my nose landed the smell of her perfume. She left me wondering what assignment the Lord's angel was on. Everyone around me being blind would agree her light was on. She was shining so bright, proving the scriptures true. For even Satan disguises himself as an angel of the light. Her strategy was to get as close as she could to her prey. Since he was a church guy, she had to look at someone who knew how to pray, drawing his attention away from God, turning black and white into gray. She knew it was just a matter of time before he would embrace her, and like music freely played, she would have ascended in ranking. He would have surely, like an antelope in the lion's hands, fallen to play. If I didn't think about why on earth I was failing to resist this strong, strange attraction, it would have just been a matter of time before I gave her my entire attention. I would have given in to her devices, standing like a soldier each time she cried for attention. I knew she was up to something, and so Lord help me was my repeated petition. Staying away from her being my result and decisive decision. I wrote this for all my brothers who are diligently pursuing righteousness, driven by the desire for purity. Please open your eyes and don't be quickly taken away like a culprit. Attraction may at times be automatic. Don't let it get romantic. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Some of these ladies are demonic, ready to put down whoever they find standing. Loving her ain't no different from loving Delilah. Someone the Philistine lords can easily hire to strip you of your strength, punishing you for all the chaos you have caused in death, rewarding you with a chain of afflictions till the day you meet your death, wiping the remembrance of your name entirely from planet Earth. Therefore, I urge you to open your ears and listen to Matthew Henry, trusting his sincerity. The wicked's friendship is more dangerous than their enmity. And please don't start hating him. Don't be put off when he says from within, those are our worst enemies who draw us to sin. For that is the greatest mischief any man can do to us. How avoided is danger for sin. I wrote this for the lady I met. Perhaps with my few words she would be brought to regret. For when I first met her, a friend she had promised to be. And I was more than ready to accept her request without having any plan B, thinking God had provided someone to help me serve him better. It has my wife to be. But if a friend you truly were, why did you have to plant a million landmines when you knew pretty well that the field had only your body and mine, and where still your body was the only one that was mine-proof? I couldn't, however, sue you as an enemy. Your pretty, adorable smile left me without proof. I guess you're not different from my master's betrayer after all. Someone so ungrateful deciding to trade Christ after all that he had done for him. Embracing Christ Jesus with the keys, yet swords and knives were coming right after him. A friend he had been and a friend he should have been. A sister you had promised to have been, yet a traitor is who you really were and would have been. I pray on your wicked pursuit. Like the Apostle Paul, light shine upon your path. May God be merciful and in his loving kindness quench his holy wrath. Through the blood of his precious and blameless lamb, may he reconcile you to himself, turning you away from your wicked thoughts and unrighteous ways, till his power becomes your relentless person, causing the next generation proclaim in different ways. She was by power hung.